It's an anticonvulsant, a mood stabilizer, a nausea aid, and that's just the beginning of the list. The next cannabinoid we're exploring is a little bit lesser known compared to some of its counterparts, but that doesn't mean it's any less of a powerhouse. That's right, today we're diving into CBDV. I'm Chris Embry, and this is Embryonics, where we decode cannabis from seed to science. Hello, and thank you for joining me for episode 2 of Embryonics, part 2 of the Cannabinoid Chronicles. Before we go into today's cannabinoid, I would like to take a moment to talk about the entourage effect and what that means. So, the entourage effect is how different cannabinoids work together to enhance and better your overall experience. A good example of this would be THC and CBD. THC and CBD bind to the same receptors. So when you have CBD in your system, it doesn't allow the THC to bind as quickly. This dulls the effect, the psychoactive effect of the THC, but gives you a longer duration for its medicinal benefits, such as its pain relief. That's how the entourage effect works. And this works with other cannabinoids, terpenes, really just the plant as a whole. It's comparable to being on a sports team. Sammy Sosa, Babe Ruth, they didn't make it to the World Series alone. They had an entire team behind them, helping them along the way. And that's how the entourage effect treats all the cannabinoids and terpenes and all the aspects of the cannabis plant. It brings everybody together as a team to give you the best results you can have. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's cannabinoid. And it's a good one. Let's start with CBDV itself. Cannabidivarin, or CBDV for short, is a naturally occurring compound in cannabis. Like CBD, it is non-psychoactive, meaning it won't get you high, but it'll still give you a whole host of health benefits. Some of its effects on our body are similar to CBD, but its different molecular structure gives it a few added benefits as well. It's part of what we call the varin family. So CBD has a longer chain of carbon atoms, where CBDV has a shorter one. This is the same with all varin variations, such as THCV or CBGV. All right, now let's talk health benefits. Like we did in the last episode with CBG, we're going to start out this episode by talking about the major impact that CBDV has on our gastrointestinal health. CBDV works on the sensory receptors called the TRPA1 channels. Now, these TRPA1 channels are like little alarm systems in our guts that let our body know something's wrong and that we need to take action to fix it. And if you remember talking about the entourage effect, the fix it part is where CBG comes in. So those two work together, the CBDV letting you know there's an issue, the CBG working to resolve the issue, and their effects become even greater. While doing research into ulcerative colitis models, including some pediatric biopsies, CBDV has been shown to limit the inflammation produced by neutrophils and the enzymes they produce, assisting in gut health, and relaxation. It strengthens the gut barrier, lowering the permeability, making sure that, the bad things stay out. And CBDV also works with CB2 receptors to decrease inflammatory cytokines, which will lower visceral pain, inflammation, all sorts of nasty effects. On top of that, CBDV also helps to rebalance our gut bacteria, which is often disrupted by the various forms of colitis. Now we're going to dive into another effect, and what I would consider to be a very important effect. CBDV's effect on our mental health. So CBDV has been shown to help moderate serotonin levels in the brain. It does this by helping tryptophan. This is an essential amino acid which we can only get through diet. We can't produce that ourselves, and it helps tryptophan hang out longer. Tryptophan is essential to our well-being. This affects our sleep, it affects our mood, it affects our cognitive functions. It's a major player in our health, and CBDV allows the tryptophans to stand strong and build a foundation that we can build our health on. When you pair it with cannabinoids like CBG or CBDV, it gives a super boost to our serotonin levels, prolonging its effect in our system, which is huge in managing stress, anxiety, depression, and other mental ailments. Um, but it's not only about the boosting serotonin, it's also about the stress management. Consistent use of CBDV has been linked to an overall reduction of stress levels, as well as the duration of stress that you do feel. It's been shown, those effects have been shown to benefit people with neurodivergent symptoms, helping with irritability, compulsive behaviors, and it's even been shown to reduce self-harming tendencies. And if you're someone who struggles with memory or social interactions, CBDV has a lot of potential there too, helping to improve our memory function and making social situations feel a bit more manageable. CBDV also hosts a number of neurological benefits. It's been shown to help with convulsions and seizures, making it great for people with epilepsy, PTSD, and even anxiety disorders. And the best part of this is that it is a non psychoactive substance. Being non psychoactive means that it does not impair your motor functions like other treatments might, and it makes it a prime candidate for pediatric medicine and research. We don't want to get the kids high. Not only this, but CBDV also has many neuroprotective properties. Research has shown that it helps patients after strokes by reducing those pesky cytokines, aiding in inflammation, and protecting brain cells. It even influences certain proteins that have been shown to help repair brain cells, and it supports a healthy blood-brain barrier, keeping immune systems and other infections that would cause inflammation out. CBDV isn't just about helping you during an episode. CBDV is about long-term brain health and recovery. All right. And that wraps up our episode on CBDV. I hope you found it informative because, my gosh, is that a medicinal part of the cannabis plant right there? So many possibilities. It's a wonder that we haven't explored it further already. Uh, Due to some technical difficulties with my equipment, filming and production has slowed down a little bit. So instead of the weekly episodes like we'd originally planned, I'm going to have to back this up a little bit and most likely do monthly until I get my camera and my microphone back in order. But I'll still be here, still be operating in the background and making new episodes. So please, don't forget to subscribe. Like it, follow it, want some more of it. If you guys want to ever be a guest on the show, we could do this through Zoom, or if you're local, we don't just have you come on over. But as always, I appreciate you guys being here with me for the filming of the second episode of both Embryonics and the Cannabis Chronicles. I hope to see you next time. Be safe out there.